An Edmonton-area family finally feels like their house is back to a home after it was trashed by tenants. They estimate it cost $80,000 just to clean up what was left behind. In the fourth part of our rental series, what they think landlords and anyone thinking of being a landlord should know before deciding to rent out.
So it's my dad and all the neighbors building it.
It's a house the Prince family built and owned nearly 50 years. With their kids grown and their winters spent in the U.S., 5 years ago, Eleanor Prince and her husband decided to sell. They listed the Beaver County property privately and were asked if they'd consider a rent-to-own agreement.
So these people came along with $17,000 and said, okay, we're serious. We want to rent this. And we want to buy it. We will buy it by April the 1st.
She said the couple had kids, were kind, and seemed trustworthy. She says they asked for the contact of their last landlord, but the family had a seemingly valid excuse for not providing it.
They seemed so nice. You know, first of all, she comes to the house and she said, you know, I had a dream about this blue house. And because this was blue. And she told me all this sentimental stuff.
Feeling confident, they came to an agreement where a portion of the rent would go to a down payment. Prince and her husband traveled back to Phoenix. About a year later, she said the tenants began falling behind on their payments. Prince's adult children then decided to check up on the home.
These floors are covered in dog poop. Besides stepping in poop when you came in, the smell would hit you. And it was like a mixture between the dog poo that was all over the floor and cat. And it was just horrible. Right here, this whole wall was just urine soaked.
Colleen McGale says her childhood home resembled a puppy mill, with kennels and dog runs littering the basement and shop. She says feces from different animals, including horses, was scattered across the property. And a dead cat was in the hot tub.
He's like, oh, and that's our dead cat in there. The dogs killed it, so we just tossed it in there. And I was like, oh. We don't know how long it had been there, but it was still there when we took possession of the property again.
When we heard about all the damages they'd done, oh, that just broke our hearts. My husband especially, because he put so much effort into this house.
So that's all horse poop in the driveway.
McGale returned with eviction notices she taped on all the doors. She says the tenants were given 14 days to leave, and they left in 20.
They took all the shower heads. They took the kitchen faucet. They took all the appliances except for the fridge. They took the hot water tank. They took light fixtures, like took light bulbs. The light fixtures in the front of the house, like the entry lights, they took those. They took everything that they could take.
She says before the renters, the property was appraised at around $585,000. And afterwards, a realtor said it was worth $200,000 less. The family decided to eat the costs of the damages and items taken to avoid further headache.
That happens a lot. Sometimes the cost of chasing it far exceeds what it's worth.
Donna Monkhouse from the Alberta Residential Landlord Association says while it may seem futile, landlords can go to the Residential Tenancy Dispute Resolution Service for help. The quasi-judicial service settles disputes between landlords and tenants, which can include awarding damages. Another option.
The best thing to do is file in court, so there's a file. So it would get put on Equifax, make sure it gets on Equifax and the credit bureau, so that if they go to buy a house or they go to buy a car, that pops up.
I'll tell you, I won't rent a broom out. I'll give it to somebody, but I won't rent anything ever again.
Prince wishes she'd done more homework on the tenants. The silver lining is her daughter and husband decided to buy the property, clean it, gut it, renovate it, and live there.
It was sad. Yeah. My grandparents lived here. My dad built it. Like, it's just... So now it's the way it's supposed to be. My parents are living here. We're living here. My kids, my grandkids, like, we're all here.